All right, today we're working on lesson 1.2, place value of whole numbers. Our question we need to answer today is how do you read, write, and represent whole numbers through the 100 millions? Okay, the diameter of the sun is 1,392,000 kilometers. To understand that distance, you need to understand the place value of each digit. 1,392,000. A place value chart contains periods. So if you look up here, you will see it has the millions, thousands, and ones. We kind of talked like that about that the other day. That those were periods, in which in each period is the ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay? The millions period is left of the thousands period. 1 million is 1,000 thousands and is written as 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So a period is a group of 3 digits separated by comma in a multi-digit number. We're going to erase this and see what's under here. If we're doing our 1,392,000, and we're going to do that in expanded form, do we have anything in our ones period in the ones place? That's right here. No. So 0 times 1. Do we have anything in the ones period in the tens?
No.
In the ones period and in the hundreds? Okay, now we're going to move into the thousands period, and in the ones place is a 2. So 2 times 1,000, and you'll see below that that equals 2,000. In the tens place, in the thousands period, we have a 9. So 9 times 90 is 90,000. And then in the hundreds place, in the thousands period is a 3. So we have 300,000. And then we have 1 million. So we have 1 times 1 million. Okay? All right. We are going to try writing another number. And we're going to use place value to write that number. Word form. So they did part of this word form for you. This is what a number looks like in standard form. Just the numbers with the commas in the proper places to separate the periods. And then in word form, let's all say that number together. 582,030. So they gave us the 582. What's going to go after the 82? 1,000. So you should be writing 1,000 in there. And then what is the last part? 30. Now we're going to put that into expanded form. You have done expanded form in the past. So it's really just taking that number and multiplying it times what the place value is. So the 5 is in the 100,000s. Plus what? Where is our 8?
10,000.
So we're going to have 8, and we're going to have 10,000. My space isn't very big. Hopefully you can fit it in your space better than I can. Then they did the 2,000 for us. 2 times 1,000. And what does that leave? We don't have anything in the hundreds, so we're not going to put that in our expanded form. Do we have something in the tens?
Yes.
So we're going to have 3 times 10. And then we don't have anything in the ones period in the ones place. Okay.
Shutting off.
I don't know. The average distance from Jupiter to the sun is 483,600,000 miles. Write the number that shows this distance. So we have the millions period and we have the thousands period. Do we have anything in that ones period? No, so we're going to fill that with zeros. We should have 3 zeros in the ones period, and we're going to put a comma. Okay? Now, how about the thousands? It says 600 thousands. Do we have anything in the ones period in the thousands? Do we have anything in the tens place in the thousands? But we do have a 6 in the hundreds place. Put a comma. Now we are up to our millions. And it says 483. We're already in the millions place. So all we have to do is write 483. Now, you could do this the other way. You could say, well, 483 million. So there's 483. Let's put our comma. Then we could think, okay, we're in the thousands. How many thousands do we have? 600. And then there is nothing in the ones period. So if backwards is confusing, forwards is okay. All right, you should be on page 10 of your lesson. The problem is Canada's land area is about 4 million square miles. Iceland has a land area of about 40,000 square miles. Compare the two areas by positioning the numbers in the place value chart. So let's look at our millions. We have a 4. Is it in the ones, tens, or hundreds spot in the millions?
Ones.
In the ones. Do we have anything in the thousands? They're all zeros, so fill those in. And how about in the ones period? Do we have anything? No. So those are going to be all zeros. Thumb up when you have that. Maybe you can get the pen. There's a crate behind you. Okay. Let's look at our 40,000 square miles. We don't have any numbers in the million, do we? In the thousands period, do we have 100? So we're going to start in the tens of the thousands period, and we're going to put a 4. And then there's no ones in the thousands period, and there's no hundreds, tens, or ones in the ones period. So if we're comparing those, the question is 4 million has blank more whole number places than 40,000. How many empty spots are in our chart? 2. So there are 2 more whole numbers in 4 million than there are in 40,000. 4 million is blank times as much as 40,000. What do you think? What would I have to multiply this by to get to this? 100. If I multiplied 40,000 by 100, that would give me 2 more zeros, right? And that would bump it over to the 4 million. So Canada's estimated land area is blank times as much as Iceland's. How many times larger is Canada than Iceland?
100.
100 times.
That's funny. It's not shutting off.
Okay, this is the chart at the bottom of page 10. Rename 40,000 using other place values. So 40,000 is 4 10,000s, or 4 times 10,000. How many thousands are in 40,000? 40. So that is 40,000, or 40 times 20,000. Now, so what do you think the next box should say? Hundreds. How many hundreds are there? 400 hundreds. So we have 400 times 100. That makes sense? You have any questions on that? Okay. So every time that one of these zeros turned blue, that made our place value that we were multiplying do what? Go down, right? Get less. All right, now we're moving on to the share and show, which is page 11. This looks like it's the chart at the top of page 11. It says complete the place value chart to find the value of each digit. And the number they give us is 7,333,820. So 7 times 1 million. Grady, what are we going to multiply 3 by? It's in the
100, so it's going to be by 100,000.
Okay, so 1 0 0 comma 0 0 0. Then they did 3 times 10,000. Ethan, what are we going to know in the thousands and the ones? The thousands period in the ones. What are we going to multiply 1,000 by? 3. Okay. Now we're moving to the ones period. We have 8 times 100. Cheyenne, what do you think we're going to do in the tens place?
2 times
2
10.
times 10. And then there are 0 ones. Now, what is 7 times 1 million, Emma? 7 million. Be sure you write all the zeros and have your commas in there. And Morgan, what is 3 times 100 to 1,000? What is 3 times 100,000? 300,000. Okay, and they did the 30. They did the 30,000 and the 3,000. Okay. Logan, what are we going to put under 8 times 100? 800. And then 2 times, whoops, that doesn't even look like a 10, does it? 2 times 10 gave us 20, and 0 times 1 gave us 0. All right, this is, under the on your own. So they skipped all of 2 through 7. Let's try an on your own. The on your owns that are in my thing, and then we'll go on. So go down to number 8. Write the value of the underlying digit using numbers. 849,567,043. And we're looking at the 4 in the millions period in the tens place. So who thinks they can tell me what we're going to write on that line? Place it.
40 million.
40 million. So 40. Anybody have any questions about that?